Welcome to The Explainer. Today, we're diving into the tech that builds trust in the world of online poker. And we're going to get an inside look at a platform that's making some serious waves in this area, ClubGG. Okay, let's just get right to it. This is the big one, isn't it? The single question that every online player has asked themselves, probably shouted at their screen at some point, usually right after a particularly nasty bad beat.
And, it's more than just a feeling. This question of trust, it's the fundamental hurdle that any online platform has to clear. They have to convince you, the player, that the digital felt is every bit as fair as the real thing.
So, before we can even talk about the solutions, we really have to get a handle on the problem itself. See, online poker isn't just a card game. It's this high-stakes technological balancing act, where even one tiny crack can just shatter a player's trust. For any platform to even be in the conversation, it has to absolutely master these three things. You need security like Fort Knox to stop bots and collusion. You need verifiable, certified proof that the deal is truly random. And of course, the gameplay itself has to be seamless because nobody wants to deal with lag. All right, so how does a platform like ClubGG actually deal with that huge problem of cheating? Well, you can think of what they've built as a kind of multi-layered digital security fortress, and it's all designed to protect the integrity of the game. This whole system works in 4 separate layers, and each one is designed to catch things the others might have missed. It kicks off with an AI that's constantly scanning for robotic, inhuman patterns. Then it digs through hand histories, looking for signs of collusion. It flags multiple accounts coming from the same place. And finally, anything that looks even a little bit fishy gets handed off to a real, live human security team. And this is absolutely the key takeaway right here. Technology by itself isn't enough. These really powerful automated systems are always backed up by human experts. That combo is what makes sure that honest players don't get unfairly flagged. It adds a crucial layer of common sense on top of all that high-tech security. So once you've dealt with the active cheaters, you have to look at the very foundation of fairness in poker, the random deal of the cards. I mean, how can you ever be sure the shuffle is legit when you can't actually see the deck? Well, the answer is something called a random number generator, or RNG. This bit of tech is the digital heart of fair play. Its integrity has to be perfect. It's completely non-negotiable. This is the magic that ensures the next card coming is just as unpredictable online as it would be in a casino. But here's the thing. A platform can't just say its shuffle is fair. ClubGG's RNG isn't just some feature. It's a verifiable promise. It gets independently audited, it's certified by outside gaming regulators, and it's cryptographically secure, which basically means it's impossible to rig or predict. The entire point is to guarantee every single player an equal shot. Okay, so security is locked down, fairness is guaranteed. So what's next? How does the platform actually innovate the experience of playing the game? Let's take a look at the features they built on top of that solid foundation. This comparison right here really shows you the fundamental difference in their whole philosophy. It's pretty clear ClubGG is focused on a lower-risk, community-first kind of play. And that's a big contrast to the higher-stakes, direct deposit model you see on a lot of the traditional sites. And honestly, this subscription model is a real game changer for a lot of people. You combine that with the ability to create your own private clubs, and what you get is a much more social, way less intimidating atmosphere. It feels a lot closer to a home game with your buddies than a table full of anonymous pros. So we've gone through the systems, the algorithms, the certifications, all of the techie stuff. But what's the real human impact of all of this? Why should the average player actually care? Well, first and foremost, it builds confidence. Just knowing that the system is actively hunting for cheaters and that the deal is certified fair, it lets players focus on playing their cards, not on wondering if they're getting cheated. And that trust, it leads directly to less anxiety. It's simple. When players believe the game is fair, they're way more likely to just relax and have a good time. It keeps the game fun, which, let's be honest, is the whole point for most of us. At the end of the day, all of this tech, every single bit of it, serves one ultimate goal: to create a place where your skill and, a little bit of luck are the only things that decide who wins. It's all about building a truly level playing field with zero unfair advantages. And the evolution of this tech is not stopping here. They're already looking ahead to the next big wave. Things like even smarter AI, super immersive VR poker rooms, and maybe even using blockchain for completely transparent hand histories. The search for the perfect game is always ongoing. And that kind of leaves us with a final thought to chew on. These complex systems of security and certification that are being built today for a simple card game, is it possible they're actually the blueprint for how we're going to establish and verify trust in the much more complex digital worlds of tomorrow?